So guys, I kind of have a bizarre kind of question. I know y'all can keep writing and just doing your homework, but I'm just saying like, all right. So my friend's little sister wants to come here, and her name's Ashley, whatever. And she's been asking me for a lot of advice, but I don't really know what to say to her because it's kind of hard because I'm still a freshman. But she was like, well, can you ask like a lot of your different friends different advice and like kind of tell it to me? I was like, sure. I was like, I'm not writing it all down. So the only other thing I was really thinking about is kind of like sending her a video online or something and just telling her like different advice, like, say your name and where you're from or whatever, but just give her pretty much advice. And she's from Boston, like we're all from Boston, so nice. She can relate to us more. And I mean, just give her advice or something.
I think this is a creative idea. I'll start.
I'm pretty cool.
Hi Ashley, I'm Taylise. I'm from Boston. I am a freshman at UMass Amherst. I'm going to my sophomore year next year. I'm majoring in communications. And I want to be a teacher. That's what I want to do. It's just a little story of my life. Let me first tell you about how I decided to come to UMass Amherst. I remember that UMass Amherst was the last school that I got accepted to, and I was really like nervous and anxious, like did I get in? And it was one of my top 3 schools, so that's why I was really, worried about me getting in or not. And when I finally got accepted, I told my mom about it, and she really didn't want me to come to UMass Amherst because it was so close to home. She wanted me to go down south to an all-black school, and I really didn't want to go to an all-black school because there's all black people. Well, majority are black people. That's no diversity. Everybody's going to be, kind of we have things in common. I wanted to learn more about other people's cultures, get that experience. So when I told her I was sending her my deposit, she was very upset with me, and we got into like this big argument. But after I finally got here, when I first started here, she told me that she was very proud of me because I made my own decision. And at the end, it's still close to home, so if anything happened, then I can still get home. And that's the story about how I got here. Any advice I would give to you would be, this is your first year, and I think it's the most important year because you're like learning a new way to adapt to college, and it's like once you set up the way that you're going to work and figure out, that's the pattern you're probably going to use for the rest of the years. So, don't mess up on this year. I know this is college, have fun, but still get your work done. That's why you're here. It should be your main priority, so do what you have to do. And one more thing, use all your resources on campus because there's a lot. Take advantage of every opportunity that you can get because you never know what can happen from the opportunity. So that's my little spiel for you.
Hi Ashley. Hi Ash. I'm Desiree. I'm from Boston, and I'm a freshman, so I'm expecting to graduate May 2013, hopefully. My major is psychology, but I'm trying to take a certificate program in criminal justice. And how did I get here? My story is kind of like Taylise's, but so my mom also wanted me to go down south. She wasn't really big on me staying in the state. She wanted me to get a new experience, but I also felt like the lack of diversity wanted to give me a real life experience because I'm never going to be in a situation again where I'm around all people like that look like me. That's not realistic. And definitely because I live up north. So I didn't really think that was like wise, but that was still obviously like one of my #1 schools because I really liked the school. And for me, I didn't even want to apply here, but my guidance counselor just kept saying apply. It's like, because it's a safety school. For me at least, it was a safety school. And I applied, and then I actually came and visited, and I liked it a lot because it was a big school, but it was always what I wanted. I always wanted like all the dorms, all the academic buildings, everything in the same location pretty much. So it was what I wanted, it just wasn't in the place I wanted. And like my grandfather and stuff got sick, so I decided to stay closer to home. And I actually like it. I mean, it's very different, and I'm not in the city, but I feel like it's just giving me a new outlook on life, and it's just giving me a lot more opportunities. And so that's kind of how I got here. My advice would definitely be also use your resources. That's, I feel, is #1, because so many people don't ask questions. They're scared to ask questions. They're scared to ask their teachers. And don't be. You're paying so much money to come here, so don't be scared to ask. And kind of off of the academics is have fun. Like, definitely meet new people. And even if you just go to class and you're like in a huge lecture hall, like 400 students, that's 400 students that can become your friend. Like, someone in that room can be your friend. So it's like such a big school, comes with so many resources, so many new experiences, new fears, everything. But just make the most of it and definitely find a way to have fun. If that means going playing Quidditch with the Quidditch club, then do that. Or if that means playing basketball at the gym just for fun, then do that. Just find something to take your mind off of school, because you can't be all work and no play, because you're not gonna have fun. You want to enjoy college, and definitely keep up your grades, because freshman year is your foundation. And if you mess up like later on, you still have a good GPA, a good solid GPA to fall back on. So if you start off good, you're gonna end good. So that's it.
Okay. Hi Ashley, my name is Shabori McElroy and I'm a freshman here at UMass. I major in legal studies and business. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, but the reason why I decided to come to UMass is a little different. A recruiter called my house at like 8 o'clock p.m. at night trying to convince me to come to UMass. He wanted me to join this business program called Partners in Education, where I live with other minorities like me on the same floor. I took his advice as a good opportunity for me to get a good experience here at UMass, where I get to do something I love. Like, I get to study legal studies and try to become a lawyer, and also be this independent woman studying business. I wanted to tell you a good advice, a word of advice, which is don't give up on what you really want or your dreams, and don't give up on going for like scholarships, or if it's too competitive, because if you don't fight for it, there is someone out there who will. And just make the best of it being here. If you are scared of being away from home and your family, because I was at first too, but I took it as an opportunity for me to just grow as an independent young lady. And it's not too far away from my home, but it is far enough for me to just be out on my own.
Hi Ashley, I'm Yen Nugent, and I'm from Boston too, and I'm a psych major, also on the pre-med track. And so I would be graduating in 2013 as well with these ladies. And how did I get here? Well, to be honest, this was my safety school, just like Desiree. But like after doing my research and then being invited to a RAP program where I get to like study and live with like different minorities, you know, when you do your research, you find like different opportunities that different schools offer. And so that's how I decided to come here. And like being here, like it is different, the environment is very different from the city. But I've met like some amazing teachers and friends, you know. And like some advice would be go to class. There are so many kids who don't go to class. You pay to go here, you know. And definitely use your resources. And like everybody else says, have fun, but don't, you know, use your time management. Don't have too much fun. Don't slack on your academics, because it is your foundation. Like if you mess up, it's gonna be really hard to bring up your GPA in your upcoming years. So definitely, you know, go through it, think about it. You'll have an amazing time here if you make the best out of it, you know. So
Well, thank you guys. Ashley, I hope this helped you. And any other, you know, incoming freshmen, I actually hope this helps you too, because it doesn't matter who you are, you're always gonna have a question, you're always gonna have doubts and fears about coming to a new environment. But put that fear aside and just take the opportunity, because you can always transfer if you really, really hate it, but I tell you what. So.
and trust me, you're not the only person, you know, feeling scared to step out of your boundaries.
We
You
were.
meet so many people
Yeah.
who you could relate to. And don't think like, you know, just because there's a lot of people, there's like diversity. You know, you just gotta go out there and look for it. You know, don't be shy.
So if you see us, you can ask for help or we'll talk to you.
Hope this helps.
Bye. Good luck.